Hello Aquarius and welcome to my channel GreenLion Goddess Tarot. This is your weekly reading, and this week when I was tuning in for you guys, I got the sense that you're keeping a distance with something and using your mind. Very much like, all right, let me just work out what I'm thinking or what my plan is for this first. So we've got a Knight of Acorns, action and drive. So this is the equivalent of the Knight of Wands. So this is about a positive shift and change that's coming in here. And, you know, I feel like you are about to take action with something. You are about to step into something that feels exciting, or you are going to feel really motivated around. But it's just a moment. I just need to kind of detach for the moment and think about this and get a very, very clear head. I sort of get the sense that you're working a strategy here. So let's see what else is coming through with this. But the Knight of Acorns, yeah, fantastic energy to come through, as it feels like a lot of forward movement, a lot of forward moving energy that feels like, yeah, things are finally kind of got the go ahead when it previously might not have. So I think you can see that fairly clearly. The sun is shining, which might give you a sense of force or vitality that comes through with this as well, a little bit more energy, which is really nice. And yeah, let's see if we can get another card for you, Aquarius. Another card for Aquarius coming through. The cards are not jumping, so I'm going to split the deck for you, Aquarius, and see what's coming through. Cup 8, Neptune Pisces. Interesting, because the Neptune Pisces energy is, it's kind of interesting because we have had the Sagittarius full moon on the 14th. So that will be showing you something. Neptune's playing a role in that it's probably confusing some matters. So some things that you think something is something, it probably isn't. But the Neptune Pisces energy is showing you where you've potentially been feeling really unfulfilled about something or unhappy, and you just want to kind of fix it or move on from it and just feel differently and make a positive shift and change when it comes to it. So let's see what else is coming through around it, because I kind of get a feeling that it might just be this week you're feeling unhappy with it, and that could actually shift and change. So yeah, interesting. You might be feeling like, oh, no, that no longer like feels good for me, or that no longer satisfies me. The week after, you might change. You might feel very different. So that's kind of just what I'm getting with it, Aquarius, is to just sit with it for the moment, which is exactly what you're doing with the original image, was just kind of using your mind, trying to find the truth, trying to work out what's actually going on here. The Three of Wands. So it's like something got put out there. You're waiting for something to come back. The Knight of Cups. So this is around following your heart. But then we've got the Moon card, which brings in, suddenly it goes, well, let's bring in a bit of confusion here. So it's kind of like you thought you knew where you were heading with something, and then suddenly it all just went like you couldn't see. You couldn't see where it was heading. The Ten of Pentacles. But it still is like really stable and solid. That's the thing. And the Knight of Swords, this is the Gemini energy coming through. And the Three of Cups, there's celebration around this. So it's kind of interesting because, yeah, the Three of Wands with the Knight of Cups, this is like maybe you've had some, you know, you've put something out there, you're waiting for the result, or you've got some positive results back and it's like made you pretty happy. The Knight of Cups represents romance, following your heart with something. And so it's kind of like, yeah, you're going along, plodding along, going, this is working really, really well. And then suddenly this moon just kind of went, hey, just throw a whole heap of confusion into everything. And that's the thing, is all these energies are pretty clear except for this and the Cup 8 and the Neptune energy, where it's like, So that's why I was kind of getting not to take it too seriously, because I feel like it's just a momentary pause. So I wouldn't take drastic action with something that suddenly doesn't feel right, or just you can't see why the point of something, or you can't see it clearly, or it just feels confused. Or I would just be really kind of sit with something and wait for that energy to pass, because I feel like there's an illusion around this, or perhaps even a disillusion. You perhaps not, for whatever reason, something has not been shown clearly to you. But interestingly, you've got the Ten of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. And both these knights are, with the Knight of Acorns and the Knight of Swords, they're both like very action-driven knights. Like the Knight of Swords is like, right, I'm I'm doing this. I'm determined to actually make this something, to make it something really concrete, to make it something really solid and secure. So it's kind of like you going along, going, I've got this dream of what something could be. I've got this idea of the sort of results I'm looking for here. Doomby, doomby, doom. It's all feeling really good. Then a moment of like, now it doesn't feel good, or confusion. And then it's like, no, I'm determined to make it what I originally thought it was going to be. I'm determined to make something really stable and solid, even if like it doesn't feel good. Like it's like if this cup 8 Neptune Pisces and the moon is like something that was normally stable and secure in your life is suddenly not feeling great. It's kind of like the Knight of Swords is, I must fix this. I must sort this out. But interestingly, we've got the Three of Cups, which is celebration. You know, you potentially take something on. You're on a quest to bring something to completion, to fix something here. And it doesn't necessarily feel like it's, it felt a bit confused, or it felt suddenly like there was things just came up that were murky emotionally around it. But interestingly, we've got the beaver. As in terms of your energy, again, it's the element of water in terms of your animal spirit energy. And the beaver is a bit like this 10 of Pentacles. You know, he's the architect of the animal world, building dams to protect his family or his species or the like-minded tribe energy around him. He's very creative in terms of the structures that he's building his life, but there's a strategy to it. There's a purpose to it. And it's kind of like, you know, if it doesn't work and it all gets broken, he just rebuilds it again. So it's a sense of resilience, a lot of resilience here in terms of something really solid that you're trying to build that you can't necessarily and this could be build a relationship, build something within your career, even quite literally physically building something within your home. If it just feels like it goes a bit haywire this week, I would say, you know, you're going to have a chance to rebuild it. Absolutely. You're going to have a chance to build something that can be solid again. And if you're seeing it incorrectly and you thought there was a problem when there really kind of wasn't that much of a problem, that's also fine. You're going to get another chance to rebuild it. So it's not like it's not a major catastrophe if for whatever reason you thought something was something and then it wasn't. You know, you thought, oh, this is not feeling great, but now it is. But either way, you've got the Three of Cups with celebration. Like you're celebrating the fact that you're celebrating a win here of rebuilding, restructuring, things that potentially there could be energies around. Because Neptune, it dissolves boundaries. So it's sort of, and the moon is the same thing, but that's more to do with your perception and your intuition and how you're feeling about something. And so the boundaries have been blurred, and then in comes Beaver and says, I want to build a structure and I want to build something up that makes sense. It does have boundaries. But the other thing is it kind of builds a dam in that it's like if you're getting some sort of intuitive message that doesn't make sense, it may be that you try to block it. You go, oh, that doesn't make sense. I'm going to try logically, my mind, it doesn't make sense. I'm going to try and block that and dam up the wall. I don't want this intuitive messaging coming through. It doesn't make any sense to me. But I think that, like I said, I just keep getting that there's these energies of it's okay for something to not work because you can rebuild it. It's okay for things to kind of work differently. Whatever happens this week, you're going to get a second chance with it to make it right. And that's the action and the drive and the things that are going on here, and that's the celebration that's coming through with this. So that's it, Aquarius. That's your week. And yeah, it's I would just say sit with this energy because there is a truth to this. It just may take a little bit longer for it to make sense. So if you're getting some sort of very high intuitive message to come through. But yeah, that's the message for the week. So please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, and take care.